Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Church of Cunt. I am your preacher, Clark Cunt, and today's sermon, we'll be talking about a variety of issues that have arisen in the news. Anyway, thanks for listening in. This is episode number 2 of the Clark Cunt podcast, and again, looking for any tips, criticisms are much appreciated too. Last video, I think went pretty well. I got 1 dislike, 20 views, but whatever. But just, if you dislike it, give me the criticism. I want all the hate you can give me, so I could bottle all up that hate and become a better person. That's how society generally works. Anyway, I was gonna say because I have no issues to talk about. Well, no one sent me any email regarding their problems or such. Again, if you have anything like that, just email me. I'll leave it in the link below. Let's go into the news and talk about what's happening so far. Well, the biggest thing to break out since Friday, or was it yesterday, was R. Kelly getting charged for aggravated sexual assault. Well, this is blowing a lot of people's minds, and it's pretty crazy, man. R. Kelly's was a huge singer. Right now, even if this assault did not take place, he wasn't selling tickets. But in the past, he was. So, 2 years ago, let me give you some background information. I'm not gonna this podcast. I'm not gonna debate whether he was in the right or wrong, but I'm more debating into censorship. That's where I'm gonna lean towards it. Anyway, so 2 years ago, I think it was 27. You could say 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, R. Kelly wasn't convicted, but basically a sex cult came out of his music ventures and such. Like when he was having concerts and such, and he had his own little cult. And it's pretty creepy stuff. But as soon as that broke out, more people started investigating his background. I mean, he was a pretty, even when it broke out, even I tried to read up on R. Kelly, what is this guy doing? And it turns out, he married Aaliyah when she was 15 years old, which is pretty weird. And I remember I don't remember it well, but I remember when I was a kid, when it was R. Kelly, I think he peed on that girl. And if you guys don't remember the Dave Chappelle show skit, when it was when he sang that song as R. Kelly, "Piss on You," it's hilarious. Anyway, I would recommend anyone to watch that skit. Just watch Dave Chappelle. And as a comic, he's amazing, and his show was amazing too. It's pretty strange how a lot of things that Dave Chappelle was making fun of 10 years ago, it's repeating itself. It's like we're in the Twilight Zone, especially with this Me Too movement. He made fun of R. Kelly and this "Piss on You" and stuff, and now it's coming back again. He made fun of sexual assault allegations. Well, he wasn't making fun of the allegation. He was just making fun of sexual predators. And past 2 years, the Me Too movement has been taking steam, and in the past 2 years, we've gotten a new series of Star Wars. So we're in the Twilight Zone right now, where all his jokes that he made, I think 15 years ago or 10 years ago, are getting repeated again. It's pretty strange. Just watch the show. I recommend it. It's pretty hilarious, and it's kind of freaking me out how a lot of things he was making fun of are coming back. Yeah, it's pretty. If you look, time is pretty funny. Just look back 20 years ago. If you told anyone that R. Kelly and Bill Cosby would be charged for, Bill Cosby would be in jail. He is in jail. He got convicted. R. Kelly would be charged. You'd be like, "Are you crazy?" But wow. I mean, you told anyone he had a sex cult, and then people were looking at you like, "R. Kelly?" I mean, maybe he could avoid being called a cult and charge money and call it a religion. Avoid paying taxes. Yeah, so it's so hopefully justice is served. I hope one of my biggest things is I'm not gonna treat anyone differently until they are convicted, and even then they'll face their punishment. And that's my philosophy is to once you get I let the justice system deal with it all. I think we should avoid it. But one thing I want to go into is censorship. So new movement has came out called the mute R. Kelly. So people are saying we should mute R. Kelly because of his allegations. I mean, it's kind of weird because I feel like he's done it. These allegations and like because he has a history of this and it is a problem with him. But I feel like we shouldn't automatically, like one philosophy is I wouldn't automatically attack someone based on allegations, like hurt someone, like their music or anything like that. Because just a month ago, Chris Brown was accused of rape in France, and like the next day he was released, and the girl was apologizing because Chris was suing her for defamation, and it turned out it wasn't. It was false allegations. So that's why I like to let the courts and let this mob mentality automatically hop on a thing for virtue signaling is very terrible. And especially now, it's like everyone wants to be on the right side. No, well, not everyone. Of course, everyone wants to be on the right side. It's not that anymore. It's more everyone wants to be on the winning side, and it's kind of scaring me where we're heading towards. So like right now, this mute R. Kelly, they're trying to force like the RCA and streaming services like Spotify and iTunes and Apple Music to drop R. Kelly. And I'm not trying to defend R. Kelly. I'm trying to defend freedom of speech, freedom of thought. Where it's like, okay, for example, we knock down R. Kelly. What if we start going towards more and more extreme measures where like people who might be have accused or people's thoughts we don't like, we start to censor them just because we don't want them. Like that's a very scary place we're going, where companies can control the media and stuff. Well, they already control it, but like we need more. I feel like regulations. Like I'm not trying to defend him. I'm trying to defend freedom of speech, freedom of just like because a freedom of thought. Like for example, like it's just and again just like I don't want someone who faces allegations go through court and everything but to lose like income or like go through a hassle. And even then, like it just we shouldn't treat someone differently just because they've been charged, because we are not neither the judge, neither the jury, neither the executioner. We're just an outsider. We let the justice system deal with it, and we should change the justice system greatly, well, especially in America with this private prison system. So yeah, one thing I kind of got scared of situation when I was watching was the mute R. Kelly, because of say like if you mute R. Kelly here, who else will mute? I mean last year they knocked off Alex Jones off every social media system, which was pretty crazy because basically they're making him disappear. Yeah, because remember I don't want I should stop saying see, we shouldn't let allegations be our only judgment as the judge of everything. See, the problem I have, let me just fix this up. Okay. Remember the allegations that allegedly, what's his name, Jussie Smollett, or the guy I was talking about yesterday, the Empire, last podcast, the Empire actor. He allegedly was assaulted by two MAGA wearing hat people with a noose and a bleach and all this other bullshit during the winter vortex. And I basically said I was fake. I didn't attack him or anything. I let the police do their job, and it turned out it was fake. So we shouldn't hop on and attack people just based on allegations. I mean, has anyone read the book To Kill a Mockingbird? I feel like as a society, we all should definitely even just watching the movie. It's an amazing movie. I recommend it. It's basically the social dynamics. Basically, the simple plot synopsis of the movie would be that a black man is accused of rape by a white woman, and everything is false. But based on allegations, the town community starts attacking him, and then it's all fake. But he still gets tried for the rape, and I think he gets murdered. The black guy gets murdered. And one thing, To Kill a Mockingbird is it's a great book. It's a movie, but it's based on the book, and I know the book is probably more famous to people now. But anyway, we should all look back at that, and we shouldn't have this mob mentality. It's kind of strange because of times right now, we're moving towards it so much, automatically attacking people, automatically hopping on one side when we shouldn't be on a side. We should just support the system we are in right now. It's pretty funny because a lot of celebrities and stuff are enticing these flames. For example, Lady Gaga pulled her music with R. Kelly. She had made a song with R. Kelly a few years ago, and R. Kelly is known for what he's done, and people have attacked her for that, but she still made the song. It's just that once this Me Too movement broke out, and then once R. Kelly was in the spotlight again for his assaults, that she pulled the music and she started virtual signaling. She started making it more about her. What these celebrities are doing is they're not trying to promote the cause. It's just they're trying to promote themselves, which sickens me, because you're just cheapening the value, already hopping on virtue signaling, just like what Jussie Smollett did with all these actors just automatically hopped on. No one actually. I don't believe anyone even read the report. What he reported, what he even said, they all automatically just saw the headline. Gay black man is attacked in downtown. Empire actor, gay black man attacked downtown Chicago at 2 a.m. by MAGA wearing hats, and then automatically no one thought, okay, 2 a.m. downtown Chicago, there's gonna be MAGA wearing people in the polar vortex. It's just crazy, man. It's so. I believe he got charged, but I believe he will go to jail, and he rightfully deserves to. But I'm not gonna treat him differently. I'm just gonna avoid his music. I don't need a company to censor it for me. I believe we should put our destiny in our own people's hands, and people themselves should make their own decisions. We don't need a big brother to control everything. I feel like we should have more faith in our common good of common man, and let people decide their own fates. Yeah. So, yeah, I went a bit there. I mean, looks like we can't bump to the remix to Ignition anymore. Oh, probably one of the greatest tracks. Such a, you're getting ready to go to a club or a party, just turn that on, So what if I'm drunk, I'm drinking coke, and such a good song. And then there's the video with I think Michael Jackson and Brett Ratner dancing to it. And now they're both have been accused right now. Oh my god, this thing is just going full circle all around Hollywood, What's the craziest part was I was watching the CP24 headline, and I think one of the headlines was the R. Kelly's lawyer was saying that he's a rock star, so he doesn't need to have it's okay if he has unconsented sex. I don't know if it's it was on CP24, and I don't know if it's like it was actually a head, it wasn't a headline, but those the little news articles that pass through. I don't know. That's pretty crazy. I mean, is that lawyer stupid? That's something very silly to say. But anyway, this is crazy, man. Imagine 20 years ago, people have bones in their closets that need emptying. Yeah, how many minutes left? We got 5 more minutes. Let's make the podcast a bit more fun. Let's go on news. Just hold on a sec. I'm going through trying to find. I don't want to go too much into politics. Politics is boring. Let's talk about Let's talk about the Kardashians. There we go. Let's talk about the Kardashians. So, if you guys haven't heard, Tristan Thompson has been caught cheating on Khloe Kardashian again with Kylie Jenner's best friend. I feel like all this stuff is made up now. It's all like it's a serial, like a TV soap opera. I know soap operas have died. There's a big article. A few years ago, a lot of major ones were canceling because a lot of ladies aren't working home anymore, so nobody's watching them. And because they're working, ladies are working nowadays, which is good. But I feel like the Kardashians is the new modern soap opera, if you think about it, because I feel like all this stuff that happens with the family, with the Rob, with the Caitlyn, with the Khloe cheating and Khloe doing this, with the Kanye and the Kim, with the Courtney and the Scott, and then the going to, like, for example, if he cheated, it should have been just a normal person, but you're gonna cheat with your girlfriend's sister's best friend. That doesn't make, it's just so stupid. Like, I don't know what else is in the news. Again, it's the Jussie Smollett again being brought up. I remember Cardi B was going like, no, you know that you should have not done this because now Trump is gonna some idiot. Oh my god, I hate the way she talks, man. She sounds like someone's hitting her in the chin with a shovel every time she talks. Like, I don't know, man. She's trying to get political, like, because it's just, I don't know. Oh, it's the Oscars tonight, actually. But no host, but no lack of intrigue of this year's Oscars. No, the Oscars has become a big circle jerk. Like, well, award shows for they are basically big circle jerks. They're giving each other awards. I mean, there's never a point to watch the Oscars. I feel like it should be just like given out. Like, I know they made the NBA MVP. They made the NBA MVP like a big award ceremony, but I feel like it was best when you just gave it like that. And for people who do appreciate, like, I'm a big movie buff, and I do appreciate when people watch when good movies are recognized. But I feel like now it's just like it's very political. It's very a lot of underachieving movies are getting nominated or winning. Like, for example, Black Panther got nominated for best picture, which is laughably insane. I remember it has a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's such a silly movie. It's so stupid. The whole plot doesn't make sense. Like, first, the first original Black Panther kills his brother, right? Okay, he's betraying your clan or whatever, or he tried to kill that Forrest Whitaker's character. But then you leave his son alone with no parents in, like, look like a very ghetto side of Los Angeles. Do you not, like, have a brain? Like, oh, did Forrest Whitaker not say, oh, this guy has a son? Like, is he what? And then this whole plot is basically he's just trying to work with the Claw guy, which didn't make sense because we saw in the second Avengers, the Claw guy got like billions from Ultron. So where did that money go? Like, did he spend it all on that robot arm? Like, so he's working with him for I don't know what reason, and then he sees the Wakandans come on, and then like it's so stupid because, like, to me it brought a lot of stereotypes of Africa in general, where like a lot of majority inner circle, the inner Wakandans, like one guy had like the stone in his mouth, some people had the chains around their neck to elongate their necks. I was like, this is actually very stereotypical. I don't know why people are praising it, but it's like next people were having battles to the death, yet it was supposed to be some high tech society. It was just so silly. And then the plot did not make sense. Like, he did beat the Wakandan guy at the end. Like, he did beat the Black Panther for Mantle. Like, you can't. It was really silly. It did not make sense. And again, it was a lot of political stuff. Like, I did not like it. It was very. Especially the CGI towards the end with the rhinos was very bad. And then rhinos, like, what? So yeah, the Oscars, it's not really worth to watch it anymore. It's a lot of people who shouldn't win just because they meet a certain image. So let's check. Yeah, so far maybe I should end the podcast here, but I wish I could go more rant more. I feel like I usually have fun in my workplace when I try to troll my friends, but sometimes I try to give a perspective. I usually give the perspective of inside a person, like how we truly feel, the anger, the hate. I like to bring it out. Well, I don't like to bring it out, but I like to put a magnifying glass and say, this is how people truly feel. But I don't promote it. I'm saying this is how they feel, and how can we do to avoid it? How can we do to get rid of it? Anyway, I feel like this is a good time to end the podcast. Hopefully more people listen. I'm waiting for people to send me their stories. I think I should start talking about some of the funny stories I've been through. And yeah, and catch you guys later.